All right, it's your girl Jazz Love with In Motion Media Group, and today I have with me be Streezy. What's up?
Smile, Jazz.
I am smiling. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. All right, so I want to talk to you a little bit about where you're from. St. Rose. I heard
19
about it.
miles from the city.
19 miles from the city. How was it growing
19.
up?
Um, it was country boy shit.
Country
You know
boy.
what I'm saying? To a certain
Right,
extent, because you on the street that I grew up on, which is 4th Street. Like all the way to the back, we had like hogs and pigs
right,
and chickens and shit. So,
right, right.
it was quote unquote call that country boy stuff, but it really not. But it's just certain places have different things about their hometowns, and that was one of ours. Not that wasn't the main thing, but I'm just saying that was one of ours.
Right, right. So with that country living, you were pretty much what, forced into cooking for yourself or what?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, honestly, like everybody I know
Uh-huh.
that I came up with, like they don't need their mom or their old lady to cook for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we know how to do that. Like I realized one of my uncles. I don't. I mean, my aunties know how to cook, but my uncles now, man, they shit on the stove by the time she get home. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was amazing for the women growing up. Coming home, having a man cooking and the children, knowing
And
what they
hopefully they appreciate it.
that's what I'm saying. I know they had to appreciate that. So
Right.
what type of music was played in the home?
Shit, church of mine.
Church?
It was a whole lot of church and a whole lot of speaking in tongues going on in my house.
What?
And
So
talk
how did
about
you how did you branch
hey,
off from that?
I talk about my partners and them used to come and my mama wasn't holding pulling no straws. The tongues was swinging enough, and I ain't talking with no curse words.
Right, right. So, how did you stray away from that? Like, you get into the R&B
I
world.
mean, it's not like I strayed away from it. It's
So
just
you didn't stray away. You just kind of
I'm just being my own human being and doing what
right
make me. You know what
doing what
I'm saying?
makes you happy. That's awesome. So, I mean, at what age did you decide to even get in the music business, or did you even know that you wanted to
Kind
be
of,
in?
kind of, really, kind of like right after high school. Of course, I knew I always had the gift, but I was more or less trying to do my football and basketball and baseball thing. But after
Okay.
after high school was over, it was like you ain't really trying to go to college, so you got to do something. And
Right,
I
right,
wasn't trying to do no regular 9 to 5, so shit. I just tried to put my all into my music.
right, right. I understand that. That's awesome. So, all right, let's talk about the pandemic. I mean, it affected everyone in so many different ways. So, for you, how was it for you?
I mean, besides, I did lose an uncle that we know for sure had COVID. I lost 3 family members during the time of the pandemic, but as far as COVID itself, only one was diagnosed with, actually passing from the COVID.
Oh wow.
So, of course, that was a hurtful thing. But
Mhm.
outside of that, the whole, like I say, the whole 2020, it wasn't all bad because I got my deal in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right.
we wound up getting a record done with Juvenile,
Mhm.
as the first single, and we came back with the remix that we actually pushing right now with Shaggy and the Diamond artist Shaggy and Mr. Lover Lover. It
Right.
wasn't me, whichever one you
Mr. Love
decide.
Love.
Somebody said
Right.
the other day, you talking about Mr. What he said, he said, what the dude's name is? I forgot what dude's name is. But anyway, he was talking about somebody totally different. But then when I made him realize I'm talking about Shaggy, like, yeah, he was
Oh,
like, oh, that's crazy. So yeah, we pushing that joint right now, man. And
right,
it's a beautiful situation going on. So I'm happy
right.
with it.
For the gram, for the gram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do everything for the gram.
Everything for the gram. Right. So since you brought that up for the gram, I mean, what would you say about women today, like women in our society today? Like, do you feel like they definitely go to the gram, even if not for validation, but like,
You
what
got
do
a
you
lot
think?
of people. You got a lot of people making that money. Um, you
Right.
know, whether they selling Badusi or whether they selling, you know, clothes
Whatever.
or
Purses,
whatever,
clothes,
makeup.
shoes.
I mean,
Right.
they getting their bread.
They
So
hustling.
guess what?
Right.
I ain't about to knock them for none they do. But the gram has been a major platform for people to get some major bread. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
advise everybody who got something going on, man, jump on that social media, get them followers up, and sell yourself. Not yourself, but sell
Yeah.
yourself. Like,
Right.
make it,
Right.
you know,
Right. Make business moves. Right. So
definitely.
what's like one of the one things you are excited about since the pandemic has subsided a little bit, everybody's getting vaccinated and all of that stuff, and the
I mean,
world is open.
I'm excited about being able to hit the highway and showcase the talents that, I put this hard work into when we get in the lab.
Right.
I'm I've actually started doing shows and going on the highway, and it's been very tiresome, but it just take a little time to knock a little rust off because I'm not normally a tired type, but
Mm,
we've been sitting down for a year and some change, so it's
right.
just getting back into it, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come.
Right. Right. So recently you had a show out in what, Atlanta, Georgia, was it?
Yeah. So I actually did on that Friday I did Raz B from B2K. I did his birthday party, and then
Okay.
I had to come back and do a promotional run that Saturday. And good thing it all made sense because
Right.
all of it was in Atlanta. So it was
Right.
all, yeah. So
So everything working.
we just getting on this promo thing, man, and letting people know what B Streets of the artist is about, and
Right.
I hope you like it and everybody else like it.
Right. Well, I love it. I mean, I listen to it every day, and I'm sure, anybody else that hears it, they love it as well because it's a nice track.
What's crazy is like during the whole pandemic, I had nothing but time to record records, and
Right.
I'm like I said, right now we pushing this Shaggy record, but I'm stupid excited about um my next three singles. Honestly, like maybe even four, because I got this joint that I did in Atlanta with Rodney Jerkins camp. If
Oh,
anybody
wow.
know Rodney Jerkins, like
Right.
it's called Body Don't Lie, and man, that
Oh,
thing is crazy. And then I got the
right.
In Motion record that y'all should perhaps make it y'all theme song because the
Well,
name of my
wait a
record is
minute.
In Motion. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My
I had
name of
no
the record
clue.
is In Motion, and this is In Motion TV. So
That's
yeah,
right.
it makes sense to me.
So before I let you go, tell me if there was one person you had to name that you would love to perform with, whether it be female, male, who would it be? Like somebody that you would love to work with, like real soon, that you haven't worked with yet because your list is so long and it's growing continuously.
Honestly, I'm not really on big on like saying that I have to work with somebody. I just want to honestly continue to make the best music that I can make.
Okay.
Because it's when you start something, you get a beat, and then it's
Mhm.
just a beat, and then when you get in the lab and you start creating and you start putting these melodies and these harmonies, man, that's like you birthing your own baby. And
Right.
I can be excited for the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
whoever I stumble up on and work with is gonna be great. But I'm more
Right.
excited to just get in there and keep finding myself and pumping out these records. So that's what and I'm saying that with a humble heart.
Right. Right. Well, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you. I thank you for your music. It's amazing.
Thank
And
you. So Jazz Love,
yes.
I appreciate you
Hmm.
and in Motion TV, whoever that may be, if that's you. But I appreciate y'all platform, and I'm looking forward to presenting my next few records with
Okay.
Jazz Love and In Motion TV.
Oh, well, that's amazing. I'll claim that, speak that thing into existence. So there we go.
Right, there we
All
go.
right.
We Gucci.
All right. It's Jazz Love and Be Streezy. We out.
Thank you, Jazz.
Thank you.
All right.
Once again, I want to thank B Streezy for taking the time out of his very busy schedule to chat with me about what's happening in real time. So without further ado, here's a peek at For the Gram featuring Shaggy and DeMarco.